Hello, my dear students. So, we are dealing with Unit 11 Japan and Brazil through a traveler's eye. So, in our previous class, we have discussed the questions that are given in your pre reading activity. Hope you all remember, and I also hope that you have noted down some points of your own, because the question had very wide scope to be answered, since the question was, do you like traveling and does it enhance one's mental horizon? So according to me, whatever I thought so was important to be discussed, I discussed in the previous class. Like, if you travel to another place, first of all you get joy, pleasure, happiness, a change from your routine life. Other than joy and pleasure, and just a change from your routine, what all do you get? How can you enhance yourself by traveling? So we discussed so many points, like you get to know the different kind of food that is being served in different places, the different type of clothing that people wear in different places, how our clothing is different from them, how our food is different from them. Maybe the same food ingredients and the same dishes are served with a different name, or a little bit of change in the serving pattern, something like that. Even the language changes, even if it is, say for example, because we are in Belgaum, and Belgaum lies at the border of Maharashtra and Karnataka. So proper Belgaum people, you know how it is, because we know both the languages and we sometimes mix up the words. And if you travel more deeper in Maharashtra, you will find different genre of Marathi, different dialect of Marathi. The same way, if you travel deeper into Karnataka, Bangalore, Mangalore, and these side, still you find different dialects of Kannada also. So the things keep on varying, from here to there. So when you travel to different places, you get to know all these different things. That is what we discussed in our last class. Then also we get to know the culture of different people. Suppose you visit a foreign country, you get to know how people behave there. Mm. What are the common gestures that they use? Like, we join our hands and say namaste when we see someone whom we want to greet, or we sometimes bend and touch the feet of our elders to show our respect. So in foreign countries, maybe the gestures showing to sorry, the gestures that are used to show respect or love or express gratitude may be different from what we use in our country. So when you travel to different places, different countries, you get to know different cultures or from different countries. So there's so many things we discussed in the last class. Hope you have noted down all those. Of course they are not important as far as the lesson is concerned, but just a general information, you can always store them. And I hope you have also added some points of your own to that. So basically, the author has written about two countries, Japan and Brazil. But now, before we actually start with the lesson, what I want you to know is the author. Who is the author of this lesson? So this is the picture. As you can see, he is the author. His name is George Mikes. So he has written this excerpt for us. Let us read something about the author in detail. Like, say, George Mikes lived from 1912 to 1987. So very recent. 87 means 19, just 30-40 years back. Is an artist. He is because then it was published. He is an artist, author, publisher, illustrator, and journalist who belonged to a place called Hungary. He studied law and he received his doctorate at the Budapest University. Now, his books include The Hungarian Revolution, Shakespeare and Myself, Italy for Beginners. So, he has written a number of books. Some important are quoted here for us. Another important some books are How to Be an Artist, How to Be Inimitable, How to Scrape Skies, and How to Tango, How to Be an Alien. Now, this particular lesson and the excerpt taken from a big article written by George Mikes, which you are reading as a lesson. These excerpts are chosen from The Land of the Rising Yen and How to Tango. So these two excerpts that you are reading in your lesson are just a part of a big article written under the name The Land of the Rising Yen and How to Tango. Now, before we actually again start with the lesson, I just want you to know what is a travelogue. See, of course, we are reading it in detail here, and in your text, page number 97, you have the same paragraph written. I just want you to read it in detail, and that's the reason I am going to read it out for you, because these are excerpts taken from a travelogue. Then we should know what is a travelogue. Travelogue is a piece of writing about one's travel. When you travel from one place to another, you get so many experiences, first hand experiences. It may be weather change, it may be change in language, it may be change in food habits, so lot of things, and you experience so many things. Sometimes the experiences are good, sometimes funny, sometimes very bad. You don't want to travel once again. Sometimes things go adverse, sometimes things go very worse and don't go according to our plan. So all these experiences, if you put in a proper written manner, if any other person reads, he or she will understand the experience. So travelogue is nothing but a written record of the travel journey of a person. So George Mikes has recorded his journey, his travel, in the book that we read before, The Land of Rising Yen, and these two are some paragraphs taken from that particular thing which he writes about Japan and Brazil. Travelogue also sometimes means a talk or a lecture on travel, usually accompanied by a film or slides. So now you know what slides are. Sometimes a person goes on talking and side by side goes on showing some pictures related to what he is talking. Even that can be called a travelogue. Or a narrated motion picture about travel, like we see on Discovery Channel, or those kind of videos also are called travelogues. Now what we are reading is a written piece. Excuse me. Just let us read in brief what is travel writing. A note on travel writing. Travel writing is about one's experiences of traveling and visiting alien places. Alien places, different places, places which are unknown, not known to us. As a genre of writing, it is as old as 2nd century, when travelers to Greece recorded their experiences in the form of a diary. So initially a some people started noting down when they traveled from one place to another or one country to another. They just started writing in a form of a diary. But with the invention of new techniques of navigation and sea voyages during the 9th and 10th centuries, travel writing became popular as more number of people began to explore new places on the globe. So, as technology started getting, push up in the society, in the market, in the globalization of the world. So, as we got through many phases of industrial revolution and all that, so gradually the use of technology started increasing day by day. So during the 9th and 10th centuries, travel writing became very popular because more number of people began to explore new places on the globe. Soon, such trips started getting royal patronage and support. So, some people started sponsoring, some people started supporting, some people, would give some financial help, whichever was needed. So, it all got, proper channelized. New adventures and voyages were even commissioned. Even planned voyages were taken into hand. Thus, travel writing ceased to be just a description of a new place born out of the curiosity and gained political overtones. So, a person traveling from one place to another would merely not note it down in his diary, but he also started writing it in a proper format to be published to people so that people come to know about his journey, know about the place, the people that he has explored. So it was not restricted just to the curiosity of one person, but such it was presented and brought to people in such a way that many of them came to know about so many places. It gained, rapid attraction from people, and then it took over. Now, even after much of the earth has been explored, and almost every piece on this earth has been written about, its popularity has not waned, as can be seen by the immense viewership it has on modern media like TV and internet. See, I'll give you a simple example. Suppose we plan a trip, a travel to certain place. What is the first thing we do nowadays when we have so much of access to media and internet and television? What is the first thing we do? We go to Google, search all the possible things about that place that we want to go and see. How far it is, how can you reach there, what are the possible ways, how you can routes, I mean, how you can reach that place. Then what are the possible means of transport that you can take, whether you can travel taking a flight, whether there are no flights available to that place, whether you can travel in a train. Then after that we see how far it is. Then after exploring that journey time and all those things, means of transport, then you start searching. After visiting that particular one place, when you have gone till there, what all can you see in its neighboring places, what all spots are there that you can visit. So everything at a tip of the finger we are getting information on TV and internet. So that is why it says the travel writing, then it might be printed media, books used to be published, so people got to know about it very late. Suppose the journey of a traveler and his records have been written this year, maybe the writing would get completed, then some publisher would publish it, print it, then the thing reached the people very late after quite a long period. But now because of internet, it's just on the tip of a finger. You just click on what you want to search and you get the information. That is why modern media has captured the viewership. So the attraction towards this travel writing or searching about different places has not ceased, the author says. Travel writing has come under serious scholarly study in the past 50 years and has become a part of cultural studies program in many universities. So travel writing has not just restricted to just writing or recording in your diary. It is a proper course mentioned in some universities. Some universities offer this particular course of travel writing. There is a proper course which you can undergo. Travel writing is no longer viewed as a product of some innocent curiosity or an attempt to understand an alien culture objectively. So, it is not only with the intention of understanding other countries' culture or other places' culture, but it has more wider scope than that. Rather, these narratives are telling comments on how a culture gets represented by another and, in the process, subtly uphold some cultural values as somehow superior and universal than the others. So, that is all about travel writing. In the next class, we actually start reading the excerpt the author has written for us. The first part we are going to take up is about Japan. So, till then, make notes on all these, and once we complete the lesson, I will give you some important notes also. Till then, keep studying, keep reading the textbook. In the next class, we will start reading about Japan, what the author has to tell us. Till such time, take care of yourself, study well. Bye.